Welcome to Old Madras Motorcycles. This is Old Madras Motorcycle Studio, the place where we sit back, ruminate, and build our dreams. Today, I am introducing our new project that's a 1953 Matchless G3LS. The S in G3LS stands for Springer, which is exact and proper, whereas L stands for lightweight, which is frankly nonsense and improper. This motorcycle claims 19 bhp at 5750 rpm. The long stroke 6993 mm low compression units have backs of low speed torque, and the machine can easily crawl at 20 miles per hour when its manual ignition lever set at full retard. Coming to this particular bike, actually this bike was lying dead past 45 years, and when I got it, it was in complete pieces and shambles. Many major parts were missing and was in bad shape. It took me almost a year or so to grab in all the missing parts, and I think the previous owner actually lost his nerves to restore it back to its old glory. Coming to the front fork end, the complete fork concept was missing and only two were there. That was in complete rust, and we could manage to find a brand new concept, and that is working pretty well now. Fortunately, the bike was having its original side stand. I am so happy with it. That's a rare find these days. Coming to the engine side, take a look at the authentic engine stamping that is crystal clear on the crank covers. The complete clutch assembly was missing, and I later on found a complete assembly that is on my way. Coming to other parts, I've got many parts painted and many parts are under painting, and that's the cylinder head that I have recently overhauled with new old stock valves and guides, and that's a bulky rear fender, the two-piece fender, the rear fender tail, and take a look at the original Lucas headlight bowl that came with the bike, that is having the inbuilt park light under the headlamp, and the primary chain cover. That's all dusty. Actually, the place is really windy here. The headlight fixing brackets all ready, and the stanchion puller that I've made myself, and this is the puller with which we need to pull the stanchions back onto the top fork, and from the top it will be bolted. Take a look at the original headlight fixing dome bolts that came with the bike that I re-chromed, and it is in good shape now. The dynamo strap that is ready to hook the dynamo, the horn clamp, and you can see the original AMC wire-wound piston. Actually, it's having the chromium plated compression rings. Coming to the timing side, the cam wheels were missing, and I've got a new old stock cam wheel set that I've installed into it. I'm expecting a better performance from the cam side. I have much confidence in this cam side because it is well refurbished. It is hooked with the Berman 4-speed B52 gearbox, which is known for its crunch-free transmission. Coming to the frontal hydraulics, G3LS Matchless and its AJ's counterpart version 16MS were equipped with telehydraulic spring front forks that we can find from 1941 onwards, when the BSAs and Nortons, which were employed with girders, making it the force's favorite. Coming to my workplace, there goes the many parts and the working table. You can see many assorted bits of parts, and there goes the tank badges, original 1953 tank badges that I've got from my best friend Jos from Netherlands. Some spacers, washers, and the stud bolts of British standard threads, some of zinced and chromed, some washers I have, and the Lucas horn that I'm restoring for a 52 Royal Enfield Bullet 350. And that's the jam port rear shock cups that is recently restored and cleaned. You can see the British flag hand painted on the shock covers. AMC did not waste time on plungers and spring hubs for rear suspension. They directly jumped into the swinging arm suspension with a pair of telehydraulic shock absorbers. And here's the carbs that I've got: the 500cc Royal Enfield carburetor that I have, and the Mikuni Japanese carburetor, with which I'm planning to start the bike initially, and later on will fit the ML 276 side float. That's the Doherty throttle that I have for the bike, and the Britax hand grip on the throttle. You can see the Britax markings. You can see the Doherty marking on the throttle. I'm trying to focus on it. That's the Doherty marking. And the Britax marking on the hand grip. That's the main stand that came with the bike that is badly collapsed. I found a new stand for the bike that is holding the motorcycle well. Put a new main stand spring. You can see the 5-hole sprocket that came with the bike that is awaiting a replacement. And many more chromed parts like the brake pedal, the brake carrier plates. Chroming is really hard these days. We don't have good chromers now, so I've put some anti-rust primers on the rear side of the brake plates that can save the metal for future. Another project, that's a 1950 Matchless G3LS I have. That is, I'm planning to do it after this bike. The chrome tank, it's ready, and that needs some maroon painting on the top and side, both sides of the tank. The headlight switch panel is ready, the 3-way switch, and there comes a Lucas ammeter on the top hole. The wide handlebar with the left Britax grip. You can see the Britax marking, and you can see the ML ignition lever, the advanced retard lever that's already fitted onto the lever, and the ML choke lever, and the Lucas HP26 horn button that is screwed to the handlebar. That is pretty rare and costly these days. The 2 wheels are ready. That's done in the 19-inch Dunlop English rims, and it took much time and patience to collect the 2 tapered bearings for the rear wheel. Anyway, it's all done now. I am waiting for the brake shoes that's on the way. Soon the wheels will hit the road. And that's a Lucas dipper switch. And many more parts that I've kept for cleaning, like the oil pump shaft side covers and the screws. And these are the parts that I've collected. There is a brand new old stock oil pipe connectors, very useful item. And that's a crucial part, that's a breather screw that was not on the bike. And this is the best part, that's my personal favorite part of this bike. That is a new old stock aluminum gear shifter. And there goes the oil pump shaft that came with the bike. Will soon be replaced with a new old stock shaft. And the more sensitive oil feed pipe connector that used to break away easily. And the brake cams. And the Rocco cover bolts that I have, all unused bolts I have. That's another chocolate box full of washers of all the sizes, rare sizes. I've collected for many of the bikes we are having, and the rare part is the front number plate mounting bolts, the tapered ones that came for ages and matchless. The Bowman gearbox cover I've kept for cleaning. Also, the complete clutch is there in this cover, and the coming week I'm planning to clean it. And many parts I've zinked and chromed, like the studs and bolts, washers, the clutch, the primary chain cover inspection cap, the fender fixing bolts, many things like spacers and washers that comes onto the rear wheel. Hope we could give shape for this motorcycle in a coming month, and I hope we can ride the bike in the next year. So that's Old Madras Motorcycle signing out. Stay tuned to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thank you one and all.